Welcome back to part 2 of our Newt Priest SOVL run. Our cunning and cruel lizards are making their way through the campaign. I've moved directly to this screen, as you may have noticed. Temporarily, our fancy 3D models are gone. The game is undergoing a quick update, so I understand they'll be put back very shortly. So I suspect by the time the next part of this playthrough gets out, the models will be back. So just for now, we have to make do with the Triceratops alone, and we have the good old the oldie blocks with their symbologies on them, and that'll have to do, but otherwise it's exactly the same. So as planned, we're going to go through the maximum battle route. We're going to go down here to the boss, so let's start our next battle. Against Orc Raiders. Okay, so we're dealing with Orcs again. They're going first, which suits me just fine, gives me a chance to see what they're going to do. I'm going to assume there's going to be some sort of fast unit on the flanks, right in the centre. Something like this I think is perfectly reasonable. No, it's all infantry blocks all the time, so heavy brutes, light orc warriors, and orc warriors. Okay, so I guess we're just going to adopt a hit and run style for this. Our braves obviously can't beat them in a direct fight, so we'll be much better served by chipping away at them while we can. I think this one will be quite easy. Do you think we can get into range with the Braves? No, we can't. Their charge range is just good enough to prevent me from hitting. So perhaps did this and try to be a bit tricky. That's 0.5, 0.4, I think we're still okay. Maybe I can just about see them as they go. No, it won't let me get away with it. So we're going to have to be really specific with the way we do this. So try twisting the charge range. I'm just trying to catch them by moving this. I'm not there, but maybe I can get my corner onto. Yes, it worked. Hey, genius for that. Throw your javelins. Okay, you should show me who's boss. 663. Oh, what a single fail of all those dice. No, I'll just go back to where I was then. I'm sorry for troubling you. These brutes, however, will be considerably easier to deal with. In fact, what we're going to do, we don't intend to use buy in favour for combat purposes, so what we can do instead is we can put it on our new braves, because this will improve their skill, which improves their hit roll. Just sort of chill out here and then maybe get behind them in a minute. Over here. Oh no, oh, I forgot. Are you telling me that they were so, I didn't realise the brutes are so slow they didn't get to us. So there you go, that was completely wasted. Never mind, show it off next turn. You guys suck. Charges, thank you. They outclass our newts by a considerable margin. Have you back off. And I don't know, freeze this one in place. You can still rotate when you do that, interestingly. And don't be tricked here. So because I've used the net spell on this unit, when you hold the C key to see their charge ranges, they have 0 movement this turn, so effectively they're treated as having no charge range. However, the net will run out at the end of this phase, so when you wrap it back around to the charge phase, they'll have their charge back, so anything you put there in front of them will be chargeable. So you don't be deceived by the lack of any blue there, you will be hit. Okay, let's actually do some damage this time, please. So, well, they're doing really well with these rolls. There, which is fine. I'm just going to make these. Tell a lie. Start making your way around this way. Pretty sure it will be on range there. Maybe we're going to have to start shooting at something. Either or is fine. By sheer virtue of the number we roll, we should be able to kill them pretty effectively. I want to back off, of course, but I don't want to get trapped in the woods there, so we'll go to there. When you're retreating from enemies like this and you're doing the retreat and shoot strategy, it's best not to move. There's no need to move that way, because what the AI will do is they'll move the minimum distance necessary to get into charge range. So as long as you only put the minimum distance between you and them, you can effectively buy lots of turns of just inching away. Whereas if you moved your maximum distance, they'll move their maximum distance to catch you, and you'll have maybe 1 or 2 turns of shooting, and that's it. Nope. We can charge later when we get around the flank and start really messing with them. Okay, so I'm happy to shoot this one directly into you. Okay, it's not bad. Oh, that's more like it. There's an Orc warrior left. Uh-oh, that's not good. They move forward in such a way that they caught that poor brave squad, so I'm going to have to tell them to bugger off with the Triceratops. In which case I'm going to conserve my Divine Favour to put it on the Ancient Crusher there, because I'm going to need it. That unit is a bit annoying, I don't know where to move to safety. This one first. If I go there and then... No, I can't escape that. Okay, I'll have to just push forward. Usually I would simply do this, which is fine. Why it probably won't work though is that they're going to come forward. So I want to kind of move this way as I do that. Further than that. Like so. Hopefully they're probably locked onto that unit, so my hope is that they'll just run by us. Javelin roll again. Oh yeah. Oh, they did. Okay, never mind. I'm completely unconcerned. Yeah, they made a terrible decision. Me, just turn around and fly over them. But can't quite manage that even with our good movement. So in that case, just turn on the spot, because then it makes it very easy for us to get over there. As a quick tip when it comes to these rotation movements, use exactly half of your movement to turn 180 degrees. So that's, if I had, my full movement's 20, so if I had 10 I could go exactly the opposite way. I'd fall a bit shy, but so if you're trying to figure out whether or not you can or cannot make a rotation, that will give it away. Turn 4, so they're going to charge me, but just kidding. You have been Triceratops, bad news. One guy alive, what a pest. I suppose what I'll do is I'll have you shoot him. In case they hold, I can recharge them with newts. If they hold, they'll turn around, in which case that is a recharge, so that's okay. They've changed their priorities now, they're going after this one, which is fine. Right, what I tend to do, improve the Divine Favour, so improve the Triceratops skill to 4. We now have better skill than their unit, so that becomes easier. I don't know, maybe recharge them if you have to, because you can't escape with this unit. I don't suspect it'll be that big an issue. No, we're fine. As ranged units go, the Javelin armed Newt Braves are one of the best in the game, just by sheer dint of how many dice they roll. Ordinarily you get like archer units have maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 archers, but no, you can have 20 or 25 Newt Braves and just constantly shell an endless amount. They're weak attacks, they're what, power 3? They're weak, and they have very limited range, which is the tricky part, but if you can do it correctly, you can just, even these heavily armoured defense 5 targets just can't withstand it. Yep, they're just going to die. Nothing they can do. They rally, so we'll have to contend with that. There are less Orc warriors in the world. I'm just going to leave you there because you're going to charge them anyway. And you're obviously not going to be hit by that. Problem solved. Do I want to charge the newts into their side? I think so, because they have 3 wounds. I'll do something you fine. They'll get 3 attacks into the pterodactyl rise on the side, but unless they hit every single time and wound every single time, we'll be fine. So adding all those extra attacks into the side there will probably guarantee that they run away, whereas they could in theory turn. If you get a bad hit roll with Triceratops now sitting on 4s, you might get stuck here, which is not a good idea. No, the newts are fine where they are, they can come over here and maybe kill this for me. Be exactly what you would expect. Our Javelin for their trouble. They're all dead. Anyway, that's that. We just wait now. Only negative outcome would be if I lose one of these, but it's highly unlikely. The Colossal takes a swing, kills one, and they kill an extra 2. They only hit once, fine. So yeah, I netted some combat res by doing that, it was a good idea. Triceratops. Cannot roll a 1 on 2 dice, no matter how you may try. Victory achieved. So when you come across armies like that, which are just an array of blocks of infantry, are very easy to outposition and outflank. 1 wound on Triceratops, but single entity units always heal 1, so we're effectively fine. Newt Priest leveled. Right, so generally more income. an extra rank on any units I buy, or greater favour. Upgrade to divine favour to target all units. Interesting. So you get the +1 skill on everyone. That's rather strong. But that's very strong. Is it so strong that I'd prefer that to just taking another rank of recruiter? If you think about it, there's on Act 2, so a little bit of inside baseball, there are 3 fights, or 2 or 3 depending on what path you take, before the next round of shops, kind of like on this map. So we'll still have another fight and the elite boss, so we'll get another level before we get there. So if you really want recruiter 2, then I can pick it up then. So for now, I think I would prefer the extra attack potency from greater favour. Accompanying pterodactyl riders leveled. They can move faster. They already move 20. 1 extra point isn't going to matter, and they already ignore terrain because they're flying, so that's pretty irrelevant. Serpent aspect is enemies reroll 6 to save, which is nice, but by far and away the best is the raptor aspect. If we do happen to charge it into anything big, so if we flank cavalry or a monster, then we could just do catastrophic damage to it with double wounds. Raptor aspect is one of the best damage increases in the game. And the Newt Braves. We're going to take reroll ones because they're basically taking no damage, so it's a choice between these 2. I will pick up the unit size later. I definitely want that. But for now, I think I can get through most of this next stage of the campaign with 19, and that's perfectly fine. So I'll go looter first, because I'm going to be taking gold on them basically every time, so that's going to pay for itself very handsomely. Yep, and then we'll pick up the extra unit size when things get a bit more difficult later on. So we want to go this way because we want that extra fight. Yes, the random chance could be good, but it's never going to be the guaranteed value of just taking an extra battle for gold and XP. Armory it is. Hooray, more newts. Now I'm going to intentionally avoid the Triceratops because I think going too heavy into the monster side of things is kind of cheaty. Yes, it's got newts on it, but we've got our one. Let's leave it there. Let's focus on more of the small guys. Choice between the bowmen and the riders. The newt kind of skirmishers. These bowmen are a really, really bad unit. Kind of somewhat because they're not particularly good in their own right, but also because they're directly outcompeted by just having more Newt Braves. Their javelins obviously are a lot shorter range, but the damage output is so good that you wouldn't really bother. So yeah, we're going to go with more pterodactyl riders. We get a level instantly. We can either regenerate or have more attacks. Ooh. What do you think? We're not going to take replenishment, so more damage output, 4 attacks each, or in case we take chip damage, we can. I think I'll take the attacks first, and then we can pick that up later. Because just hitting things and killing things means you don't have to worry about taking wounds. The only reason I would want the salamander first is because if I get shot at, but don't play the game in such a way that you're going to be getting shot at a lot. So again, I could buy the short bows for these. It's 3 shots for 50 gold. It's really bad return for the amount you're spending on it, so I don't think I'll leave that be. Swiftness for the Newt Braves is good because they're going to be running around a lot. Mist is also good so they can't be killed by shooting. Primal Fury. Target is +1 power and rerolls missed attacks. That's a fantastic damage increase. We'll take that. Our Newt Priest kind of synergizes as well with the Reptilian Kingdoms, isn't it? They're all primal. Prehistoric Fury, we'll call it. Fireball. Throw a fireball. It's nice. Is it worth 25? Yeah, I think so. It can do quite a bit of damage. I'll take it. There you go. You learn to throw fire around. 159 gold left. You don't have to spend all your gold if you don't want to. All I'd really be doing is buying a couple magic items. They're honestly proving fast enough as it is, so maybe I'll take a few banners of mist just so I don't get shot off the board. What these do, they make it harder for things to shoot at you, so they incur a -1 to hit penalty, which is great. Damage improves here, don't really matter. Do I want banners of mist for my Newt Braves? Would be nice in case we get stuck in a ranged exchange, I think so. That's the only thing that really scares me. We can deal with melee stuff fine, but things shooting at us is going to be catastrophic when you consider how incredibly squishy my entire army is. It's all defense 3, subtracting you, of course. So I think that was a good choice. We're really vulnerable to being hacked to death at range. Good timing. We're up against a goblin war party with a bow. There'll be some range shoots to deal with here. They're going first, which is fine. Okay, so strategy will put you in front because you can fly straight over here and catch whatever irritating units of backline stuff that they're hacking in back there. Maybe I'll put you further over to the side like that. Something like this. I think that's okay. Move over a bit. Just want to avoid those woods. So, yes, we have short bows, trolls, interesting. Wolf riders there making a nuisance of themselves. They're already in range, which is kind of annoying. what I ideally want to do is I want to get, because I think I've got raptor aspect on me, so they have 2 wounds, but every single javelin hit I land on them is going to do catastrophic damage. So much so I'm almost tempted to just barrel forward and just hit them straight away. Can I even reach? Not quite. I don't think I quite have the movement for that, I'm afraid. Maybe it would be kind of close. Let's just move to safety this turn. They'll then move forward next turn and make it even easier for me to hit them. Don't accidentally leave ourselves in cover there. I think we're fine. Their bows are short range. I don't really have to care. I should probably put. Is this a salamander unit? Yes, and it's got 2 wounds each, so maybe put that one forward to try and tank a shot. Stay there for now. I'm going to move you forward on the belief that I'd much rather they target the Triceratops than anything else with shooting because of how tough it is. I say that and I immediately move it to a position where it can't be shot. That's genius. Okay, let's do this in such a way that I can get to there. Okay, I just stand there. Fine, maybe they'll just come forward. As long as they don't catch the Newt Braves, I'll be okay with it. I'd rather they focus on them. Can't shoot anything because of the trees in the way. Trolls make their way forward. I'm going to, of course, send my newts into this because they need to go away quickly. It really becomes a question of what do I want to take their volleys. So this one's going to get a shot at me in some capacity. I can't really stop it, so it all depends on what I want them to hit. And I think I would put the salamander aspect pterodactyl riders because I can just heal them pretty effectively. So I'll have you get to there. There's no way I'm flanking it, so I'm going to have to take a head-on charge, which is a bit unfortunate because of how tough they are. Should I fireball them? Yeah, I think so. Why not? Oh, I could net that one and make it so it can't hit me at all. That might be a good move. We've got a few less shots from fireball. I think I'm going to do that. The reason I'm not fireballing is because they're in terrain, which means any fireball works is you roll a dice and you get that many hits, so 1 to 6, but then you subtract 2 from terrain. So we could do absolutely nothing with the fireball. It could be completely wasted. So instead I'm going to spend the turn sticking this unit in place, so it definitely can't come forward and annoy me with some ranged output. Done. They're going first, it's fine, because we have the Banner of Mist, they hit on 6s, which makes no difference because they rolled nothing, no 5s, so oh well. I do unfortunately lose one because I don't have that extra wound yet. Bad luck. And then here, you can come forward now. Annoyingly, goblins have the same movement as us, so I'm not going to be able to javelin them quite as easily as with other units. Do our best. Happen later. They're stuck in place, which is hilarious. I could throw you at them. Tempted not. Well, okay. I was about to say I'm tempted not to do that because I could probably just have the Triceratops handle it for me, but no, it's happening now. Let's get rid of these. This is obviously a bit of a stretch because they're not exactly the most potent units. They've got 4 attacks on this squad, so I'm less concerned. That'll be fine by me. I'm not charging these head on. Whoosh. Okay, they move to there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come straight forward. My javelins. Good hits. And every one of these that go through, oh, they rolled great, so I actually get to keep quite a couple. That was unlucky. They were 4.5 should have died on average, so pretty much the entire squad. They kept more than they were entitled to there. What I can do in recompense is I can just move you over here to maybe charge and kill them anyway. Like that, yeah, okay, so I can just catch them with that unit. You'll handle it for me, and then you come over here and deal with these. Oh, never mind. Oh, wow. Wow. I forgot, for a moment I forgot that you also had raptor aspect, so all the bow shots you deal also instantly kill them. This army, I've accidentally made it hyper effective at dealing with multi-wound stuff. It just dies on contact. Here we get a choice. We can either Primal Fury 1 unit, or we can Greater Favour both. So the skill would help both. Skill 3 against skill 3, skill 3 against skill 3. But then part of it is +1 power and reroll attack rolls. So we power what? 5 in the charge for the hand weapon. Okay, it doesn't matter. Power is irrelevant because their defense is so low. I'm already 3 over their power anyway, because it'd be power 5 versus defense 2. So adding power is low. So it's just reroll attack rolls on one squad or +1 skill to both of them. As a general proposition, the rerolls are better. So if you were hitting on 4s, for instance, it would be 50%, and then a reroll would be 75% hit chance. Improving the skill by 1 improves you to a 3+, which is a 66% hit chance. So 75 is better than 66. So if there's one unit in combat, you would still take Primal Fury. Because there's two, we net benefit overall by doing this first. So we'll take skill for both of them. It also helps us in this regard in that I can use, we buff the damage output onto. Well, I'd like to catch the troll and hit it, but there's no way it's going to let me do that with its movement, so I just have to get away from it for a turn. I'll take some more damage on the goblin mob. How do I get into a position to escape that troll? I can't go that way, so I have to go straight this way instead. Turn and face it. The limited range of javelins there proving difficult to manage. We hit on 3s now, which is great because we rolled a lot of them. And 6s. So it's just a question of whether or not they kill one back. They do. Fortunate. Just have to heal it. Run. Hit. So colossal. Nothing. And only a single hit from the riders. That was really bad, guys. Oh, we actually lost that combat. Oh, okay. I'll have you come over here and help me deal with this. Yeah, the pterodactyl riders, before they get a lot of upgrades, don't really do a whole lot. Don't want to send them. I was willing to make an exception because they're defense 2 short bows, for crying out loud, but even at that power, they're still struggling to get through them immediately. Can I now do my trick of running? I want to run to the other side by doing this. So if I twist far enough, I can do it. So the hope is, so I know this will get me to freedom. So I'll get to here, throw the javelins. Have raptor aspect, so we'll do a lot of damage. Great, we instantly kill 2 of them. That makes getting out this way even easier. And then next turn instead. So the trolls aren't being given a chance to show off their party trick, how potent my damage output is, but they have regeneration. So exactly the same as my salamander aspect on my units, where if they have any missing wounds, they just recover them all. And with 3 wounds, defense 5, that's really good. But not when you have 19 poisoned javelins being thrown into you, killing your whole squad almost instantly. You won't get there that turn, which is okay. Turn, twist, come about. There's really no cause to ever enter combat with this. We can easily shoot it to death. I'm going to Primal Fury ourselves this turn because we've lost the power. Extra power will make a difference. We go from 4 to 5, which is 3 over their defense of 2, and we get to reroll our hits, which is all good. Colossal hits no times, which is actually 2 times because the reroll and kills 2. Fantastic. Still only 1 hit from the accompanying pterodactyl, and he's dead. We actually drew, and damage output is really struggling. So it turns out taking that extra attack on this squad was definitely the right idea. Really can't really manage to chew through infantry without it. That doesn't concern me. Let's just execute this troll. Failed 2 saves. Dead. He takes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wounds. That would have wiped out all 3 of them in one go if he was still there. But there, in case they somehow hold on, which I suspect they will. As I intend to use Greater Favour this turn anyway, I'm going to use it now, so that when I do shoot it into this, I can benefit from the extra skill. Perhaps we'll get more hits while I have the chance. Poor defense of the goblins, rather costing them there. Take a 3+ shot. See this mighty combat. Total kills another one and is dead. Unfortunate. Now, I've got characters just return with 4 wounds every time anyway. It really doesn't present much of a problem. And then the much more potent squad does all the damage for us. That extra attack was 100% the right decision there. A lot more effective with 4 than 3. I could just charge them again, but I'm just going to shoot them to death anyway when I move up there, so why bother? It's over already. See how many I can kill with this and then call it. All of them. Your punishment for the amount of damage you did to my poor pterodactyls. They're only fragile. Ow. Yeah. Not great. Oh, we only got 1 back as well. That's going to be a bit unfortunate. So I'll take the 1 back there because having 3 there, and we'll have to take that back. But everyone else can take the cash. Yeah, we just need to be a little bit more careful with these there. Usually an army has like 1 really fast flanking unit, but the pterodactyls are really not great in terms of the amount of kick they can take there. 2 wounds in defense 3 is pretty squishy. So you've got to be careful. You can get 3 wounds later on with the upgrades. So once you have 3 wounds and salamander aspect, they're actually pretty tough because they just regenerate a lot. But even with all of that, if you engage something from the front, the odds are they'll just do so many wounds to you, they'll just kill you anyway. So be picky about how you engage with them. So what we're going to do, though, what I forgot about was we've had a recommendation for Colossal Fireborn's name. Obviously, Colossal Fireborn's a bit of a mouthful, so what we'll do instead is we'll pay tribute to a certain film that I've never seen. The little lizard from Madagascar named Stevie. So Stevie, you are. Don't know what the significance of that is, but there you have what you wanted. Go into our boss of Act 1 against Drazgog. So more orcs and goblins. I'm noticing we're fighting a lot of orcs and goblins here. They're going first, that's okay. Now with these armies I suspect there'll be a unit of fast cav on the side and probably a giant on the other side. So what I'd like is the Newt Braves would be a fantastic counter to those. They would just kill them no problem. The risk is that their high movement actually makes them a bit of a pain in the neck to deal with. So I've got to somehow think of a way of getting them to engage something else first. If I just put myself right back here, force them to come all the way forward, I might be able to do something more effective. And then I'm going to have to let go. While the Braves would be a fantastic counter, they're going to really struggle to ever get their shots off. Because the movement of the opponent is so much higher than our pitiful range, the only way we'll be able to shoot them is if we got like right up to them and started dancing around them in a direct charge. They're just going to always outrange us. So I'm going to have to be cagey and do it like this. You just chill out in the middle here because you don't care about that terrain piece. Intercept whatever tries that. Okay, they're both on that side. AI seems to have deployed in itself there. That's kind of cheaty, but we'll let it go. You start making your way up here to help shoot these. Okay, I don't really care about much else. I'll just put this here and start occasionally firing. We're shooting to the softer one. Actually, it makes no difference. They're defense 4 and defense 5 gets a 3-up save against my shots anyway, so I should have gone for the brutes. Never mind. You start making your way around here because I suspect I'll need support on this side. Do I want to fireball something while I have the chance? Yeah, go on. 6, good stuff. Barbecue 4 orc warriors. Comes the giant, achieving basically nothing. So I'd love, of course, to get here and hit it with a volley of that, but I'm not really going to be able to. Can he get so far forward he can catch him anyway? Probably. So what I'll do is I'll get you out the way because there's no way you're going to be able to stop it. Just get to there. Okay. Ah, he caught him. Okay, I know I can flee. I can just get away from that. Fine. You can come forward. Again, because of the immense and annoying movement of these idiots, I can't ever shoot. Oh, I'm just shy here, aren't I? Yeah. Oh well. Next turn I can manage something. So I'm going to flee here. I think if I flee, I won't go straight to the border. I'll go that way, which is enough to save me. I'm running straight off. I'll go away from the enemy unit. Charges, thanks. We're going in a weird direction, but we'll take it. So no spells for this turn is the cost, but never mind. I guess I'll just try and land them now. 8, yeah, that's perfectly doable. They've moved that way for some reason, that makes it easy to avoid them. So that are yet to go. Well, we know you're safe where you are, so you might as well just stand there, I suppose. They've moved in such a way they can't reach those, so I'll be able to use them next turn, which is great. Goblins are stuck doing nothing back there, so forward. Into javelins. Only 6, that's not a great start. It's going to take a while to get through them at that rate. Done. They're going to eventually make their way around. What on earth are you going to do? I'll just have it engage the brutes in a straight fight. It would be a terrible idea, not that tough. And you can focus on the goblins. I think you'll win there pretty easy. I'll put Primal Fury or something on them. So yeah, let's just get rid of this unit. Careful you don't get... careful. You don't want to get unnecessarily flanked by that irritating boar-eyed unit. Come forward, come around. So there you go. I'm now out of the charge range. So just go straight to here. They could just stand there. They've now moved, so I know exactly what I'm dealing with. Right, can I get... How far do I have to go to escape? I don't even think I can. 7. Eventually I'll be able to twist out the way here. So that. So if I do this, the problem with this trick is that I will never... I just go forward. So 6.3, and if I... Can I escape with 6.3? No. This is literally an all or nothing suicide push. So how much damage will I do on average? I get 19 shots, and I hit an average of 9.5 times. It then gets it's going to get a 2-up save. So I'm going to need multiple volleys of shooting at it with this thing in order to do anything. No, I can't do it that way, I'm afraid. I'll be better off just moving to here and then he'll twist, and maybe I can get away next turn. Can't reach anything because this is the one downside to the Braves. Their range is so poor. Just going to get to there. So, that's safe. Yeah, good. Javelin. Just a bit further. Dinky little Newt arms can't throw javelins very far. Charges, yeah, we'll take this head on. Pass because they can't shoot me. That annoyingly is moved in a perfect position to flank my poor Triceratops, so I'll have to do something about that. What I'll do then is I'll do this first. I'll have you move like so. And do I want to... Oh, I can net something. I'd love to Primal Fury this, but maybe using the net on this to stick in place so that I can get around it and do catastrophic damage. Oh, but we saw from the previous turn that even when I use Arcane Web, it can still twist. So he's just going to end up twisting towards us and completely counteract the move anyway. So no, we'll have to be happy with greater favouring them so we can just shoot better. Come around to there, which is a non-issue. Annoyingly, I don't think I can actually do my shoot trick from the beyond. Oh no, I can just about... do you know why this works? The reason I got away with this is because they've moved to the edge, so that your maximum swell is kind of in the centre of your unit, and so they would be reaching me maybe if I was there, that corner obviously, but because we're off to the side, I can hit them with my javelins without being bothered by their charge. So to get through that unit. Turns and faces. I'm extremely hopeful now that I'll be able to get up there. Yes, I can. So I can turn to there, and then I'll start. Now that I've finally got close enough to it, it can't just keep. Oh, I killed it instantly. Okay. I did an amazing hit roll. It rolled 1, 1, 1, 1, and took 8 wounds and died. There you go. The javelins are quite potent, as it turns out. Start shooting them next. Turn to face this, which they'll never catch, so just start flying away, being a nuisance like this. Have you turn around so next turn you can just hop over to the other side. Here they'll probably lose. Take an wound. Heading back, good hits. Killing 4, yeah, okay. I want them to run so then I can counter-charge this one when it tries to barrel into me. Good. Warriors next to the chopping block, so they're going to hit me and I can hit them because I'm no longer stuck. I could recharge them. The risk to doing that is that would obviously work and be fantastic and kill the unit, no problem. But there's the Boar Riders would almost certainly... They'll aggro on me. No, they'll probably come over here, so that will fight that, they'll fight them. I think I'm going to give it a go. I don't think they'll come bother me. And if not, I could just... One volley from this might wipe out the whole Boar Rider unit anyway, so it's worth a try. You could charge them, but honestly, who cares? I'd rather have you mobile at this point. They're going to do what we thought they would do. I'm going to pass. That's also what we thought we'd do, so I'm just going to take the opportunity to trick more review. Back away a touch. 5. Twist the move. So. Safe. Done exactly what we thought. Excellent. This has gone perfectly. Let's have you instead ignore this. Far enough. Corner there. Unfortunately, I can't quite make it. So obviously my plan was to come over here and I could do catastrophic as well. I could in theory still do it because I can do that and then move him into their rear and flank charge. If I wanted to just kill off this rider unit because I can shoot it this turn and next turn. I think it's worth it because I can just kill them all. The downside is, do I think these newts, 2 pterodactyl riders and the priest, can defeat that in combat? No. I'll just be outright and frank with you, that's not going to happen. So yeah, let's take the lame approach, Bill. Just shoot them and move around to safety in another direction. Not that way. Can I even escape here? Oh, I may have made a mistake here. Oh, I can't go that way. Are they perfectly positioned to mean I can't get away from them? Yeah, I think they've done it. I can't wiggle my way out of this. Oh, there you go. I'm telling a lie against a piece of cake. They rallied. Who cares? You start here. Draw their ire for me, please. This unit will go. No problem. Be free to do things. Spells. Can I get in a position to throw a fireball at it? Surely they're draw line of sight. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Nope. Dead wrong. Do that and move straight to the charge rate. Okay. We're conserving my fireball, and instead we're going to use greater favour, which I always intended to do, to help both of these squads hit this unit. You know, I'm a genius. If I was going to do that, I should have just done it first. No, I couldn't do it first because I needed to see where they moved first. There you go, I played it correctly. So that only 2 from the Triceratops. No damage back, it's hard as nails. And then the more impressive pterodactyl unit us. -2. By all means, you've got to make that roll. Do I want to charge anything right now? Not particularly. I would love one of the newts to come over and deal with this. I need some options to deal with him in that case, and this is going to start hitting me as well. So, what do I want to do first? You can come over here. Turns the way I think they'll turn, that makes sense. I'll just have you deal with them again. So you kill that unit, no problem. Just do it now, are you so inclined? Like so. Doesn't matter either. I'll probably try and get around here. We'll do the easy one. Turn. Can we shoot them? No, because we're the same range. They have a movement of 8, I will shoot a distance of 8. If I go right to the edge there. Any way around that possibly I can think of is get to there, start being cheeky with so it's the blue sphere we care about, so if I try and twist my way into catching it. No, this is just not possible. Because we're stood directly in front of them. I need to be off to the side in order to get away with this, it's just not quite going to work. What I might be able to do is twist my way in. So I twist to here, so I'm obviously in charge range. I can do that. Throw the volley and then twist my way back out. Really, really clever with it. And then we're safe. That's a way you can finagle the range, that if you have equal move to charge, there's usually a way to just about get over the hurdle. I can't have you come over there, so that's not a good idea, so I'm just going to have you careful. In fact, I'm going to move this unit first. The reason I'm going to move this unit first is because it's highly likely that once I do, I'll be able to see more of what they can charge, and I can tell where I can actually safely position this unit. So, yeah, chuck a fireball. Good shot. 1.5 less ball riders. Come out here. Just start drawing their attention in this direction. That's a terrible idea because you're going to start drawing their attention towards my guy. So let's instead go that way. They'll turn this way, which is a lot easier for me to deal with. Fail to rally, they're going to run off, or if not, get really close. There, come to there. Yeah, shoot again. 2, 3, 4, 5. They will eventually eliminate the entirety of the goblin mob. I think they did manage to. If you just tip your way off of the battlefield map, you'll lose there. Just kill those for me, and everything else is safe as you are. Interesting decision. Okay, well you've made that rather easy for me. I'm just gonna. They'll probably. Well, no. If you've locked onto them, they're probably going to start fighting you. In which case, the solution is to do this. Problem solved. Yeah, you can never catch them. Don't worry about it. turn do you think we'll get them? 4 is the lowest we've managed so far, so surely it will be sufficient. That's fine, not in charge range. Okay, they've both targeted this unit, that's a bit brutal. I can't reach the more fun options, so I just have to take these out. Great. Nothing else to do really, just give you Primal Fury. Around. Flap, flap, flap. So. Yeah, you can reroll because Primal Fury, and you've got, I mean, Power 7 doesn't really make a difference to this Defense 5, but there's a Brute left. Does he hold? No, it's a bit much to ask for. That about wrapped up, they can't really win anymore, can they? Yeah, just kill him. What am I waiting for? This is more effective shooting, so we'll just let you shoot. I think annoyingly, this unit is somehow going to get away with this. It's going to get the whole game without me ever getting a chance to throw a javelin volley into it and see how much I can do. I mean, I already one-hit killed the giant. What more do I want? I'm going to kill 4 goblins. No, there's still one alive. What a hero. What an amazing game-changing difference that will make. Can I get beyond this unit? Yes, I can. Now we'll see what we can do. 4 hit roll this time. And we still kill them all anyway. Okay, there you are. Yeah, cavalry really, really doesn't like having raptor javelins thrown into them. Squish. So you've got to be able to play with the range and understand how to get the most out of range 8. But once you can, great, you can outcompete the AI, no problem. So the Sun Hunter and Newt Priest have leveled. I don't particularly care about either of those, so just more gold, please, is fantastic. And the Triceratops is leveled. That's hilarious. Okay, so the attack is the attack. That's obviously cool. Salamander aspect unit gains regeneration. So defense 7, wounds 8, regeneration, which means the only way you could ever die with the Triceratops is if something did all 8 wounds to you in a single round, either by shooting, a combination of shooting or melee, or either or. You're basically invincible once you take Salamander aspect. The only way I could imagine you dying is if you get hit by an incredibly bad cannon shot and then charge and they do 2 extra wounds. Otherwise, that's it. Congratulations, you've achieved immortality. I'll make you a size larger because you still need more help with damage output. Everything else here is okay. Into Act 2. Okay, now let's have a look at our options. Again, we can kind of game out which way we're going to go here, and looking at the screen I can immediately tell what I'm going to be doing, but I'll explain the methodology. So we're making our way to our boss here. Again, we want to take as many fights as possible because it generates as much gold as possible, which makes you as strong as possible. We want to avoid these campsites. The rules, however, the mathematics of that equation changes as we get past this final row of shops. So after we deal with this armory and we're done, there's no longer any value in accumulating further gold because, of course not, what would we be spending it on? There's no shops after this point. So for the final stopping point before the boss, the most valuable thing you can go to actually changes round and becomes the campsite. You wouldn't want to take another fight because you can get experience from the campsite anyway. You automatically get a round of healing and then a point of experience or an additional round of healing. So just depending on what you want on a particular unit, healing or XP, you get your choice. Whereas a fight would get you XP, but at the cost of taking casualties and gold that you can't use, so you just take the campsite. There might be some slim chance the random event can have something like amazing in it, but 99 times out of 100, you just want to aim for the campsite. So pre this point, as many fights as possible as we were doing, followed by getting to here. So how do we get through this while taking as many fights as we can? Well, there's an obvious path here. We can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then we go to the camp, and then there's a elite battle there, so more gold, battle there, elite battle there, more gold, through one random event. Okay, fine, I guess it's good to see one throughout the campaign to see what we get, and then a clear shot. So yeah, nice and easy decision for us. Straight down the bottom path. No need to dilly-dally, let's have another fight against the Imperial Regiment. Okay, they're going first. So maybe a unit cavalry, maybe something shooting at us at the back here. Let's see what we can do. If there's cavalry, I'd love them to come barreling towards us in this direction. Same on this side, I'll put you there. I'll put the Triceratops sort of in front in case there is anything shooting at us. You'll take the brunt. You hide behind that tree. You hide behind that tree. Yeah, that'll sort of do, I guess. There is a cannon. I would have thought so. Okay. So what can it see currently? Nothing. It's that as inside joke. The AI will never move an artillery piece. Artillery has to choose the reposition either between moving or shooting every turn. Used to be the case that they could move and shoot, but that was far, far too powerful. The game got rebalanced to force them to make a decision. But the AI will never ever choose to move. Where they position themselves is where they are for the entirety of the game. So that's it. They're behind a tree cover. They'll never get to see or shoot anything. So that's hilarious. If the crossbows were to shoot, they'd shoot at my regenerating Triceratops, so it's basically invincible. So much so I'm actually going to charge you out in front, so that it intentionally draws fire from anything else there. You don't get bothered by anything. I'm going to start shooting at these, I guess. Halberdiers tank it. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't think we'd get that far. Okay, I guess we'll show the potency of having a unit that regenerates over and over again then. What I'd like to do is get the pterodactyls around there to flank it. It's going to take me a bit, though. I could probably actually just do this, yes, but I need to wait until the cannon does its turn. Because if I don't, what's going to end up happening is it's going to shoot point blank. I could just charge straight forward and through it, which would be a lot more convenient. So let's instead stall by doing this first. Come around here. Move that, which is okay. So I can kind of just move these across, they're not going to be in any danger. Okay, they targeted the newts. How dare you? Oh, because they can't. Their line of sight got broken by the halberdier squad. No damage to the newts. Let's go. And annoyingly, they've managed to hedge their bets. Okay, no, I've still got 2 units, so I can still lane them out and force them to choose here. I'll get you into position where you're perfectly safe behind their squads, so you can't target me. That, we're okay. And then your turn is just wasted, and now we can waste you in turn. In fact, there might even be a side charge. They just gave us the flank. Doesn't make much of a difference. It just gives us 1 extra morale, I guess. Do I want to use any spells? The only thing that really matters is fireballing it. Fine, we'll do a bit of damage. We get -1 there because the artillery always get the protected crew ability down there in the bottom left, which is effectively always count as being cover. So less shots than you otherwise might get. Okay, they're going to charge me. I'm going to charge them. Don't fight these big bricks on the head-on, you'll just lose. I want to move him away now because I don't want him being shot by the annoying crossbows. Yeah, I'm just going to get you into cover behind your own friendly unit there. So, he'll come forward. Will he come forward enough to catch us? Maybe. So just in case, I'll go and twist you this way. Okay, now I'm confident he won't reach us. Yeah, we're fine. Very good. Spells. We have 2 combats. Would I rather reroll hits them? Getting an extra power would mean I hit them on 6s, which is better. So I'm fairly confident I'll just kill this anyway, and it's not got... Where Salamander has got 2 wounds, it's only got 2 attacks. It would have to hit wound me both times to drop a pterodactyl, which is unlikely. They get an average of 1 hit. And they do an average of 0.5 wounds, so all 2 is incredibly unlucky, so we'll prime you instead. They come, I know where they are now, which is convenient because I'm in a position to shoot them. Which is going to be tough because of their extended range. I should be able to pitch my way into there. So, surely we'll make our way through that one. They did manage to clip us there. Yes, still no newt losses, let's go. We'll get further and further around this way. Annoyingly, even if I win this combat, this wretched foot knight unit is going to side charge me. Nothing to do about that. Unless I did this, which is a bit kind of nutty. Come over there and hit them in the side. Do I want to do that, really? I mean, if I don't, I could probably break that unit in charge to that one. I mean, even if I lose... The reality is, even if I lose the Triceratops, it'll go down to 0 wounds. He'll 1 at the start of the... This is why Salamander aspect is so brutally overpowered on the Triceratops. Let's assume I die. However the hell I manage that, I just die. I then go down to 0 wounds, I heal 1 in the kind of end screen, and I'll go into the next fight at 1 wound. what will then happen is the first round of combat will kind of happen. I'll instantly heal back up to 8 wounds. Is that I don't ever have to care about healing it or keeping it alive again. I'll just take gold every single time because there's never going to be a threat of it dying. So ignore it. I'm just going to move over here. I mean, what I'd love to do is probably put this unit on their annoying crossbows eventually. Can't see them this turn for the wretched woods in the way. And annoying. For some, this is a bizarre. So I can twist. I can fly over units with flying things. You can't twist. You can't twist through them, so you're stuck there until I cross all the way through it. I'm just gonna have to get saddled with being. Unless I can do this. Oh, yeah, I can manage it. There you go. Get them to the side of them. Show them who's boss. Okay. Now this is a halberdier unit. Okay. I was about to say this is a halberdier unit, which specifically counters high defense things like me. The way they do that is because they can never save on better than a 4+. So disregard the power defense calculation for wounding. If your defense is better than their power, you're saving on at best a 4+. So they're really good at killing elite things. Not when they hit 2 of 12 times, however, and I take a single wound. There you go, 5 or 6 hits, and because we're power 7 now, that's the primal fear is unnecessary, it's just a damage buff. They run, you can charge me in the side if you want. Oh, they just save them from being hit in the flat, that's annoying. Can I defeat a cannon? Okay. Right, they're going to charge me. I really don't care, do I? I can hit them in the back. I guess it prevents them from shooting, which is convenient. And then I can charge them next turn. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You could hit them in the side as well. Do I want to risk that? They would get 3 attacks on me. They would hit 1.5 times on average. They would do 0.75 wounds on average. I should be okay to do that without losing a pterodactyl rider. I'll go for it. Everyone else is fine where you are. Okay, me now. Let's get the hell away from that annoying crossbow squad so he can't shoot me. I don't think there's any way I can position myself to be truly safe here because he's just going to come forward anyway. If I kind of come further this way, they can't really get through there, so maybe like this is the best bet. Eventually I'll start shooting them. I'll try that. I'm going to fail to catch them. Out. They've done nothing, which is hilarious, very good. Spells, I've got some combats ongoing, so it's great to favour. That's what you're at. Okay. There we go. They do 0 wounds because even on the charge they're in power 4, defense 7, save on 2+. This is more of a defensive unit than a tanky one. So they win by 1. Okay, I didn't manage to do any damage. I failed the discipline, but because greater favour applies to everyone, I get to re-roll it, so I'm okay. The only way the Triceratops could possibly lose, I suspect, is if we did get that. We failed them a discipline check. They only hit once, so they can't possibly kill one. I take no damage. Great. And they're all dead. There you go. Doubling up the pterodactyls means they can shred through things pretty effectively. Okay, again, let's just have you kill that for me. And then everyone else is fine as you are. When he comes, that's not really that much of a concern. Eliminated footlights. Yeah, defense 5 is an unfortunate breakpoint against my javelins because they're still only saving on 3+. You're ignoring them now. That's a bit of a weird choice. I mean, it worked. I can't shoot you this turn, I suppose. There's no way to catch them, so I'm just going to have to start running after them. You can move and you can move. Do I have another greater favour? Yes, I do. Why not? You can twist through your own units. That's why I can do this here, but not enemy units, it seems. So it's that weird interaction there. Fly around and be a nuisance. There we go again. They do an wound. But I think we're about to see that's about to disappear, which is amusing. Fail at the very easy break test. So I was missing a wound there. They take damage. They can't kill one. I take a wound, which is 0 because Salamander Aspect will heal it. They run. So he's wounded, not anymore. He's wounded, not anymore. Just keep regenerating. Just finish them off for me. You're stuck, so you're just going to get shot to death. Cute. Let's do this first, so I can force that to move. Good shot. Coming back, make up your mind. Halfway through the unit now. Just get out of the way. Very good. They rally, so we'll have to deal with them. I guess you can just get out of the way here. And oh, see, they rallied, but they can't turn around this time, so they're just stuck there. So what we'll do is move you to there and kill off some more of them. Charge in after that. Still a unit left. I can't. I mean, just primal fuel yourself, I guess. Could have probably saved it for this unit, let's be honest, but who cares? Say that, it was actually a good idea because I did just enough to kill them. Just some helpless infantry blocks left. Let's kind of speed our way through this because we know we're going to win. Turn and face, turn and shoot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Yum. Here he comes. Shoot. 5 guys left. Out. Just ignore everything else. Yeah, just pterodactyls aren't contributing anymore. They turn around, who cares? Yeah, great. Just stay in combat, continue to get mulched by the Triceratops. The exact opposite. That's the best possible break test. A game of 2 halves for the Frost Steel Griffins there. Are they going to side charge me, are they? Who cares? And because they're heavy armoured, they're slow, which makes it very easy to hit them, even when they're doing their stupid shimmying around thing. Range. In fact, it'd be easy for me to do this. What's the limit? Go. I hope the reason I'm going to do it this way is because I can turn first, take the shot, and then do the move. Whereas if I tried to go forward, it would be a lot harder for me to go back the other way. So this. Oh, I've somehow mucked this up. What have I done? Okay, I guess we're stuck here. Never mind. I kind of knew it wasn't going to be a hassle because I can just do this. Yep, rear charge, and then I don't know if you want to come over here and pretend. Well, you won't be able to rear charge, so just stand here and throw a fireball. 1. Yes, yes. Hold spacebar to kind of speed through this if you don't want to watch it. We take a wound, which is 0. They're running this turn, so they can't possibly do any damage to us. Just going to hammer space now, skip the entire strategic phase. Space for this. If you really want to get through these quickly, what you can do is press Control and space, and it will. I'll show you with the next combat, but yeah, it will just. Well, basically, so we lost, but who cares? So Control and space, it does this. Gone. Combat's over and done. If you know the outcome and you're not fast, just Control and space bar, and you'll go through the whole thing instantaneously. We took no damage. Surprise, surprise. Newt Priest leveled. Recruiter 2, yeah, I think we planned out that we were going to take that because extra damage on the fireball is nice and all, but I'd rather, because the Reptilian Kingdoms are Lizardmen benefit so much from levels, getting 2 levels immediately on the new guys we buy is going to be a big deal. Right, reroll saves of 1, force enemies to reroll their 6s to save, or move faster. This is rubbish because of we already ignored terrain, and our go from 20 to 21 movement isn't particularly useful. So it's one of these 2, and I think I would rather this up because we're so squishy with defense 3. We're going to be saving on 4s or 5s or even 6s a lot of the time. So rerolling 1s alone isn't going to increase our survivability a whole lot, but we do go up to power 5. So forcing enemies to reroll their 6s to save is probably better, consistent value. Our Braves here, I don't really care about the movement, they're fast enough. If it improved my Javelin range, I'd be delighted with it, but no, it doesn't matter. Replenishment, we're not taking casualties, and we already replenish 8 to 9 every time we heal, so gold it is. And Pterodactyl Riders can also get their round of Salamander, which is great. So they're also regenerating. Gold, 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 gold all the time. Fantastic, we'll be rich by the time we get to the next shop. I think we'll leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, do like and subscribe. The SOVL run will continue. It does really help out the channel, and I really appreciate it. If you have any notes on the run itself, something you'd like to see, or ideas for a potential thematic-based SOVL run, I do like to base them around a kind of core idea. So newts heavy Reptilians or a skeleton army or something like that, then do by all means let me know. I'm happy to take feedback on board. Or if you just want to chat, that's fine too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.